So, have you ever wanted to write a poem, but I don't know, it just felt a little intimidating? Well, today we're going to totally demystify that. We're going to treat it like the creative adventure it's supposed to be, and we'll explore exactly how you can turn your thoughts and feelings into your very first poem.
Let's kick things off with this really beautiful idea. For just a second, forget about all the complicated rules you think you know. At its very heart, poetry is simply about using words to paint pictures. It's about sharing what you feel and showing the world what truly, deeply matters to you.
So, you can think of what we're doing here as our journey to create your own personal masterpiece. We're going to move past just writing plain old paragraphs and really learn how to use lines and stanzas to get a powerful, crystal clear message across. Every great artist has their tools, right? A painter has brushes, a sculptor has a chisel. Well, as poets, we have our own special toolbox, one that helps us build these incredible word paintings. So let's take a peek inside.
All right, here it is. This is our checklist for success. I want you to think of these 5 things as the absolute essentials in your poetry toolkit. We're going to quickly touch on what each one does so you'll know exactly how to use them to build something really amazing.
Okay, first up in the toolbox, figurative language. This is awesome. Think of it like creating special effects, but with your words. It's when you say something that isn't literally true, like the sun smiled down, or his voice was a thunderstorm, to paint a much more powerful and vivid picture in the reader's mind. Next up, we've got imagery. And wow, this one is so important. A great poem doesn't just tell you something is beautiful, it shows you. It helps your reader actually see that brilliant red sunset, or hear the leaves crunching under their feet, or even smell the rain on a hot sidewalk. And here's a pro tip. Try to hit at least 2 of the reader's senses. That's when it really comes alive.
Okay, so our toolbox is packed and ready to go. Now, the very first step on our creative journey is to figure out what our painting, our poem, is actually going to be about. And this is where the magic really starts. This is where we find our inspiration.
So I want you to just pause and really think about this for a second. What's something that's really on your mind? A message you want to share? A feeling you can't shake? A truth you hold on to? Whatever that is, that's your theme.
And hey, if you're feeling a little stuck, no worries. Here are some fantastic ideas to get those wheels turning. You could write about nature, friendship, courage, or pure joy. But honestly, any topic you're passionate about is perfect. The only thing that matters is that it matters to you.
All right, inspiration, check, theme locked in. Now it's time for the really fun part. Let's grab our theme, open up that toolbox, and start actually building this poem, bringing it to life one line at a time.
Okay, so here are the steps, and trust me, they're super simple. First, just get your ideas out there. Don't overthink it. Just aim for about 6 to 12 lines. Then, give it a title that really captures its spirit. And then, this is the crucial part, go back to that toolbox checklist. Are you using good imagery? Is your theme coming through loud and clear? And listen, this step isn't about being critical or finding mistakes. No way. It's all about polishing your gem to make it shine even brighter.
So, we've talked about the what and the how of writing a poem. But now, let's get a little deeper. Let's talk about the why. Beyond just being a cool art form, what is the deeper purpose our poetry can have?
And a perfect example of this is actually found in the Book of Lamentations. It's not just some historical text. It's this powerful, gut-wrenching poem. It's incredible. It shows us that for literally thousands of years, people have been using poetry to express their most honest emotions, from celebration to deep grief, and offering them up.
And that brings us to this beautiful verse from the Psalms, which connects so perfectly to what we're doing. When we take the time to really think deeply, to carefully craft our words, well, the meditations of our heart, our poems, can be this truly beautiful and pleasing reflection of goodness and truth.
This next little poem, wow, it kind of reframes everything, doesn't it? Not just art, but offering. Not just sound, but spirit. Poetry, a gift, returned to God. It's this idea that our creativity isn't just for us. It can be a meaningful gift, a way to connect with something so much larger than ourselves.
So, what's the big takeaway from our whole journey today? It's this: your words matter. Whether you're writing a poem of praise, or one that cries out in sorrow, or one that's just full of wonder or joy, your voice is welcomed. As we've seen, poetry can be this powerful personal way to communicate, to draw closer, and that's really the heart of it all. This whole approach, weaving together what we learn with what we believe, is so central because, education without morality is just incomplete.
That true peace of mind promised in Romans 8 comes from keeping our minds on things of the Spirit, and that's really the goal of this whole learning experience. Thank you for joining me on this creative adventure.